Good morning, children. Now, this is 10th class social studies. The first lesson, India relief features. What is that? India relief features. In the previous two videos, I explained what are the relief features of India. Okay, so in that two videos, we discussed about Himalayas. What is that? Himalayas. What are the parts of Himalayas? Next one, Indo-Gangetic Plains. What is that? Indo-Gangetic Plains. So, in that Indo-Gangetic Plains, also it is again three types or three parts: Western part, Central part, and Eastern part. In the previous video, I said about Western part. In that Western part, 5 Indus tributaries are flowing. What are the 5 Indus tributaries? Ravi, Jhelum, Chenab, Satluj, and Beas. I repeat once again: Ravi, Jhelum, Chenab, Beas, and Satluj. These 5 tributaries are flowing, which belongs to Indus River. Okay, so that is about to western part of Indo-Gangetic Plains in Punjab, Haryana, and some part. So finally it entered into Pakistan. So some kilometers this Indus River flowing and finally drained into Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea is the west part of our country. So we know already. Okay, children. So here the second one in the Indo-Gangetic Plains, the second part is central part. Western part over, children. This is the central part. So in that central part, what is the important one? Ganga Plains. It is also known as Ganga Plains. Why? Because Ganga river is flowing. Children, do you know in our country the biggest river is Ganga river? Actually, this river also originate from Himalayas like Indus River and Brahmaputra River. But Indus River flowing through our country just 500 kilometers, 700 kilometers. Even Brahmaputra also flowing 700 kilometers. Okay, but Ganga River is flowing 2000 above kilometers in our country. Okay, so next one, Gaggar and Teesta also important. So this central part is spread how many states of our country? Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand. Okay, children. So these all areas covered this central part, which is belongs to Indo-Gangetic Plains. Next, some small rivers also. Yamuna River, the tributaries of some rivers, Son, Kosi also flowing through this central part of the river or central part of this Indo-Gangetic Plains. Okay, children. So that is about central part. Next one, third part. This is called eastern part. What it is called? Eastern part. So the eastern part mainly the source is here Brahmaputra. Okay. So through Brahmaputra valley these plains are formed, children. Especially we can find in Assam, which is one of the state of our country. Okay, children, Assam is one of the state of our country. Next to these Indo-Gangetic Plains, the foothills of Shivalik. Shivalik is one of the part of Himalayas. So Babar, what is it? Babar. What is the meaning of Babar? Babar is a pebbles and porous nature land. Okay, this is called Babar. Pebbles means what, children? Small stones. Okay, so this is one type of land. It locates and spread the foothills of Himalayas. Next one, the lower part. This is high part. This is the lower part. At lower part also one type of land is there, that is called swampy. What it is called? Swampy. So swampy and marshy tract land is spread. This is called terai. What it is called? Terai. So here two types of lands are there. One is Babar and the second one is Terai. Bangar also there, children. Okay, Babar, Bangar, Terai. These three are the one type of small lands which spread the foothills of Shimalik range. Okay, children. Next to this is the second relief feature. First relief feature is Himalayas. Second relief feature is Indo-Gangetic Plains. So these two our children relief features. The third relief feature is here the Peninsular Plateau. What is that? The Peninsular Plateau. Do you know what is the meaning of peninsular, children? A land surrounded by three sides of water is called peninsular. For example, this is our India south part or South India. This land covered three sides of water. This is Arabian Sea, this is Bay of Bengal, here Lakshadweep Sea, this is Indian Ocean. Okay, so here three sides of water covered this land. So that's why it is called peninsular. Island means a land covered all sides of water is called island. Okay, here peninsular means a land covered with three sides of water. For example, our South India. Okay, children. So that is why this is peninsular plateau. Plateau means it is not more height of the mountains. Okay, not more height of the mountains. So this is the land which is compared with plains. Some height is there from the compared with the plains, children. That is called plateaus. Okay, these plateaus are formed with igneous and metamorphic rocks. This is important, children. Igneous and metamorphic rocks. How these plateaus are formed? Igneous and metamorphic rocks, children. Okay, next one. Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats also there. Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. What are the Eastern Ghats? So from here to here you can find Eastern Ghats in our country, children. Where the Western Ghats? From here to here Western Ghats also there, children. Okay, children. So Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. Next one. Listen, children. Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. So the tip of south we can find one place very important, that is called Kanyakumari. Where Kanyakumari is there? Here. Okay. The next one, in this plateaus, we are discussing about plateaus, children. Malwa Plateau is there. Deccan Plateau also is there, children. Malwa Plateau, Deccan Plateau, and the third one is Chota Nagpur Plateau. So I will show you here. This is Malwa Plateau, children. This is Chota Nagpur Plateau. This is Deccan Plateau. Okay. So here one river flowing through Rift Valley, that is called Narmada River, children. Okay. So above the Narmada River we can find Malwa Plateau. From the Malwa Plateau, if you go through east side, you can find Chota Nagpur Plateau. The below Narmada River, a triangular shape is there. That means a triangular landscape is there. That is called Deccan Plateau. So this is the Deccan Plateau. For example, our AP, some part of Telangana, Maharashtra, Karnataka. So this area is called Deccan Plateau area, children. Okay, Deccan Plateau area. Next, children, Chota Nagpur Plateau. I said this is the Chota Nagpur Plateau. This Chota Nagpur Plateau is rich in mineral resources. For example, Chota Nagpur Plateau state is Jharkhand. What is that? Jharkhand. Next one, Deccan Plateau, children. So I said this is the Deccan Plateau. So the north part, edge north part here you can find Mahadev Hills. Next one, Kaimur and Maikal Range. These are the eastern part we can find in Deccan Plateau. In Deccan Plateau, these areas what we can find some kinds of hills. What are that hills? Mahadev Hills, Kaimur and Maikal ranges also there. Next one, eastern range here to here. Okay. Next one, Nilgiri Mountains. What is that, children? Nilgiri Mountains. Where you can find the Nilgiri Mountains? These are the Western Ghats and these are the Eastern Ghats. So these Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats merge at the Nilgiri Mountains. At Nilgiri Mountains. So here you can find Nilgiri Mountains. Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats merge place is Nilgiri Hills. In that Nilgiri Hills, okay, for next one, Western Ghats. The Western Ghats continually spread from Maharashtra to Kerala, children. Continually spread. How many kilometers they spread? 1600 kilometers they spread, children. Western Ghats. These are all Western Ghats. Okay. So Gudaluru at Nilagiri, one hill station also there, that is called Udaka Mandalam. What is the hill station? Udaka Mandalam. This Udaka Mandalam is also known as Ooty. What is that? Ooty. One highest peak also there in these Nilagiri mountains, that is called Dodabetta. What is that? Dodabetta. So Dodabetta is the highest peak in Nilagiri mountains. Okay. Next one, Annamalai Hills. Some hills also there in this area. Annamalai Hills, Palani Hills. Palani Hills are in Tamil Nadu, children. Palani Hills are in Tamil Nadu. Kadmamam Hills, children. Kadmamam Hills are in Kerala. Okay. Next one, Anaimudi Peak is the highest peak in South India. What is the highest peak in South India? Anaimudi. So I said this is South India. Here you can find Anaimudi. So the height is 2695 meters height is there. This is the highest peak in South India, Anaimudi. In Nilagiri mountains, what is the highest peak? Dodabetta is the highest peak. In India, what is the highest peak? K2 peak is the highest peak. In the world, what is the highest peak? Everest peak is the highest peak. Okay, children? So Everest is the highest peak in the world. K2 peak is the highest peak in our India. Anaimudi is the highest peak in South India. Dodabetta is the highest peak in Nilagiri mountains. In Nilagiri mountains, what is the summer resort or hill station? Udaka Mandalam. Udaka Mandalam is also known as what? Ooty. What it is? Ooty. So that is about this one, children. Next one, what about Eastern Ghats? Eastern Ghats are not continuous ones, children. Eastern Ghats are not continuous ones, but they also spread from here to here. I said Eastern and Western Ghats merge to Nilagiri Hills or mountains. Okay, children. So these Eastern Ghats up to 900. What is that? 900. Next one. Here in Eastern Ghats also one of the highest peak is there, children. What is that? Highest peak is there. That highest peak name is Aroya Konda. This Aroya Konda locates in our Andhra Pradesh at Chintapalli. Our Andhra Pradesh at Chintapalli. Okay. Chintapalli. Next, some kinds of hills also there. For example, Nallamala Hills, Velikondas, Palakondas, Seshachalam Hills. They also is there. Next, these Deccan Plateau consist of black cotton soil. Black cotton soil. Okay. That is why this area cotton is abundantly growing by farmers, children. Why? Because this area land is suitable for the cultivation of cotton plants. Okay, children. So that is about Eastern and Western Ghats. Okay, children. Now we discussed the Indian relief features. First one is Himalayas, second one is Indo-Gangetic Plains, and the third one is the Peninsular Plateau. What is that? Peninsular Plateau. In that Peninsular Plateau, what are the plateaus are there? Chota Nagpur Plateau, Malwa Plateau, and Deccan Plateau. These are the three plateaus. Okay. Next one, Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats also important. In South India, Anaimudi Peak is important. In Nilagiri Mountains, okay, Ooty, Dodabetta, it is also important. Okay, children. So this is your lesson. Next, I shall continue the remaining lesson in the next class. Thank you, children.